Hello, welcome back to my channel, dear students. I'm Professor Shraddha Firke from the KK Arts, Commerce Science and Computer Science College, Kakasai Nagar, Rangoon. Today, I'm going to have a C programming video, that is a simple C programming in your Ubuntu operating system. Basically, Ubuntu is a Linux version and we will see how to execute your simple C programs in the Ubuntu. First of all, let's see what is a C programming. So basically, C programming language was developed at AT&T's Bell Laboratory at the USA in 1972, and it was designed and written by the man named Dennis Ritchie. So Dennis Ritchie is also known as the father of a C programming language. In the late 70s, when the C begins to replace the more familiar languages of that time like PLI and ALGOL and etc. languages. In the computer program, it is just a collection of instructions that are necessary to solve any specific problem. So that C programming or that computer programs can be written using this C language. The basic operations of your computer system forms what is known as a computer's instruction set, and the approach or the method that is used to solve the problem is known as algorithms. The Unix operating system, that is a C compiler, and essentially all the Linux application programs have been written in C language. Now we'll see why the C was now becoming very widely used professional language, and it is used because of some various reasons. So what are the reasons? First of all, it is easy to learn. Then it is a structured language. It has a specific structure in writing the C program, wherever you can have your code, wherever you can have your command section, your comment sections, your global declaration, and this is a structured in your C programming. Again, it will produce an efficient programs. Again, it can handle the low level activities also. That's why C language is also known as a middle level language, because it has some features of low level languages also, and it has some features of high level languages also. Therefore, it is known as a mixture of low and high level language. Therefore, it is called as a middle level language. Also, it can be compiled on various type of computer platforms, that is in as we have seen in the Ubuntu, in the Windows and many other computer platforms. So let's see what is a structure of your C language program. As we have stated that the C program is a structured language, or C language is a structured language. So what is basically a structure of your C language? So first of all, in this structure comes a command line. Whatever you have to write in your C program, first mention it in your comment section. As we know that the comment section will not be executed or it will not be compiled, it will be eliminated at the compilation time. But for your future references or for your understanding, you can have the comment section in your C program. So first of all, you have to write the comment section. After the comment section, it comes a preprocessor directive section. What is a preprocessor directive section? In this, you can have your preprocessor directives. That is a hash directive is called as a preprocessor directive in the C languages. It is basically used to write or to define your macros, simple macros, or if you want to include some standard libraries, that will be included in this preprocessor directive section. For example, to execute the C program, first of all, we will need the standard input output libraries that will be included in this section. Again, if you want to use some mathematical function, then you have to include the math.h file. Then if you want to use the standard strings in your C program, then you will need a string.h library, that is header files that will be needed, that will become in this preprocessor directive section. Again, after this, there will be a global variable declaration. So what is basically a global variable declaration? Whatever variables that you have to use throughout the system program, throughout the whole program. So that variables you will need to write at the global declaration section or in your global variable section. Here declared variables or here written variables will be used throughout your whole C program or in any function of your C program. Now comes the main function section. The main function is compulsory part of your C language. Your main function will contain your actual code, your local variables, your statements, and whatever function calling and whatever features that you have to include in your C code, that will be included in the this two curly brackets of your main function. So main function will start like void main or simple main, then in the opening and closing brackets. After this there will be a parenthesis, and this parenthesis will enclose all the local variables and the statements that need to write in your C code. After main function, there will be a user defined function declaration section. Here you can have your own functions, user functions that will be created in your C program, that will become after your main function and in this section. Okay, so this is how your basic C program structure is there. Now we will have some simple C program, how to write a simple C program with your return statement. So basically, first of all, this will come your comment line section. So this comment will show that, or this comment will represent that what is included in your C program. So basically we have written that the first C program with return statement. So this comment will show you that what is included in your C code. After that, it comes a your preprocessor directive section. Here we have used the hash include statement to include our standard input output library, that is your header file. Then int main or void main. If you have used int main, then you will have to use the return statement at the end of your program. And if you have used the void main, then you do not need to write this return statement, because the data type void consists of nothing. Void means a null. That means you do not need to return anything from this function. So as we have mentioned here integer main, so we will have to return something from this main function. So in that main function, in the curly parenthesis, we have write or written some simple statement in the double quote of printf function. Printf function is used for standard output. It will show your output on your standard output screen. This includes the message that welcome to C programming language. Welcome to C programming language is the message, and after that we have used slash n. Slash n is used for new line. It is a new line character. So it will have a simple one blank line, and then your printf statement is closed. So this will simply print welcome to C program. Let's see what will be the output. This will be the output. Output of the C program will be welcome to C programming language. So this is simple, quite first C program from our. Now we will see how to execute this type of simple C programs in the Ubuntu. So for that we will need to have a terminal in the Ubuntu. This terminal will help to write the code, or this terminal will help to execute the commands that needed for your C program. So first of all, we will have to open this terminal, then put the command that gedit simple or sample dot c. Sample is your program name, dot c is the extension, and gedit is used for the opening your text editor. There will be a editor, text editor. To write your C code, first you have to enter this command, that is gedit. It will open some editor in your Ubuntu. So this will open the text editor, and you will have to write the code in this text editor. As we have written here, the simple C program hash include stdio.h, that is a standard library function. Then we will put the integer main, and in that main function we will write a simple printf statement of hello world. This is whatever in the double quotes we have mentioned, that will be displayed on your standard input standard output screen. And here we will return something from this main function, as we have mentioned the integer as a data type, right? So in this text editor you can see that there will be showing a name of your C code. After that you will have to save this, and as we can see, the code will appear in different colors. Why? Because this text editor uses the color coding scheme for your code. This is why, because you will have this will easy for the debugging purpose. You can easily debug your program. As we can see that whatever the text we have written, that will become in a pink color. Whatever the predefined functions, that is main, printf, that will be in black color, and the comment section will become into a blue color. So after typing this program, I will have to save this and close this. After closing, you will have to come again on a terminal and put the compilation command, that is gcc program name.c -o and your program name. This will create a compilation process, and it will create your object file, and the object file name will be your program name, that is your sample. After successful compilation, you will again see the prompt, and if there is an error, this will be showing here, and then your prompt will come. So after this, there is a successful compilation of our of our. So now we will run our program by using dot slash and sample and enter. So this will run our program, and it will show the output hello world, and again it will show the prompt. Now again we will see one simple C program that will include the inputs from your user. So how you can have the inputs from your user, that we will see in the next example. So to write the C program that include the user interaction, or taking the inputs from the user, we will have the example of addition of two numbers. The C program for the addition of two numbers. First of all, we will write the comment section. Then we will include one standard library. Then we will start our main function. In the parentheses, first of all, we will declare two variables, integer number 1 and integer number 2. And to write the sum, or to save the sum of these two numbers, we will have the one another variable, that is a sum. Okay, so first of all we will print the message that enter two integers. To accept these two integers, we will have the function of scanf. Scanf function will scan the different elements, or scan the different inputs from the user. It has a syntax like scanf. In the double quotes, we will mention two %d. %d is for integer or your decimal numbers. Okay, so %d and %d. This will represent that there is a two inputs from the user. And what are the numbers? That is address of number 1 and address of number 2. So why we have used the address of symbol? To address of symbol will represent the address location of these variables. So to save these integers at the address location, we will have to use the address of symbol, that is AND symbol at the scanf statement. Yes. Then we will calculate the sum of these two numbers, number 1 plus number 2. It will be saved in the variable called sum. Now we will print this sum by using the printf statement, that is %d plus %d is equal to %d. That is number 1. First %d will represent this number 1, second will represent this number 2, and third will represent this sum. And finally return 0, and this will end our C program. We will save this program and close the text. After closing this text editor, we will again come back to the terminal. We will compile our program as gcc our program name .c -o and program name, and then we will run this program. After executing the compilation command, it is showing the prompt again, that is there is no any error in this code. So after successful compilation, we will run this program as / and our program name. It will show you the message that you have printed in the printf statement, that is enter two integers. After showing this message, you will have to enter two numbers. So we will have the two numbers, that is 2 and 4. You will enter these two numbers using the space, or you can have the enter, that is 2 enter 4. In this way you can also have these inputs. After this inputs, it will scan these inputs and it will like 2 plus 4 equals to 6. So this way your output will be shown in the terminal only. So this will print your output on standard output screen, that is on your terminal. So this is how your simple C programs can be executed in the Ubuntu environment. Okay, so first we have seen simple C program, how to execute simple C program, and in another simple C program we have seen that how to take the inputs from the user and how to get the output of that program. So I hope you have understood how to write a simple C program, what is the structure of your simple C program, and how you can write the C programs in the Ubuntu environment. So try it out by yourself, the C programs, and in the Ubuntu, and get your outputs. Thank you.